Welcome into the crazy, crazy world of college sports. It's College SportsCast, and we are here to do our game day pick'ems and a little bit of fuss. Let's go. Welcome in, guys. It's Brad with College SportsCast. I've got John Hammonds on here with me. What's up, Hammonds?
Not much, man.
Man, what do you think about all this crazy world of college sports we got going on?
It's crazy.
We're going to get to it, but man, it seems like almost every hour there's something else popping up that's crazy as a loon, really. I mean, just a wild, wild world of college sports that we are a part of right now. All right, I'm going to get started with our Facebook stuff, man. If you're on Facebook with us, man, share, comment, like, subscribe. Just 99 cents a month, man. It does give you your own subscribers page, and we have a subscribers chat, and we're in there almost every single day. Seems like we're in there every day now. Got a little group in there for you guys. And I try to post info, news, stuff that we hear. John does as well. So join us. It's only 99 cents a month. All right. If you're on YouTube with us, we are growing on YouTube as well. We appreciate you for joining us on YouTube. YouTube is getting close to 750. If you're on there, you can comment, like, subscribe, all that on YouTube, share, and we appreciate you as well. All right. Before we get going here, this is Pick'em. Tonight, I've got a QR code in the top left corner of the screen. If you see that QR code for tonight is going to be our Bet Us link. It is with the Real Fresh channel, and we appreciate Howie Fresh and the Real Fresh channel here. We have, we're on his channel. You can check us out at the Real Fresh channel on YouTube as well. He runs a show, pro show, NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball, hockey. They talk about all the sports, fresh takes. It is on our Facebook page, so check that out. But this code at the top, if you scan that, you get 125% deposit matches, your first 3 deposit matches. So click that, join that if you like to place a few bets. Please do it responsibly. I am going to leave that up on the show as we go tonight. What's up, Jerry? Glad you're here. Want to put that up real quick as we get started here. All right. The first thing I want to talk about is a game that is actually going on right now, John. I want to do an update, but it is going on. Number 3, Michigan is at number 7, Michigan State. And John, before we get into any topics, I'm doing this first because this game is in the second half probably right now. Can you catch us up on an update on Michigan at Michigan State?
It's not even halftime yet. It's still in the first half.
Okay. All right. Well, it came on it an hour ago, so I thought maybe it might be past halftime. Michigan was favored 2.5 before this game tipped. This is at Michigan State. So how's this game going for the Spartans versus Michigan tonight?
I haven't really watched. I watched the first few minutes of it. Michigan kind of jumped out early, 18-7. Michigan State's had a few turnovers. I think they had 5 when I was watching it. They was not handling the ball really well. Yaxel was playing really well for them.
I think you're on the wrong
was playing well for them. So, yeah. Yeah, you're definitely in the wrong
I think you're on the wrong
neighborhood.
show, Ironman.
This is the wrong channel to be be playing on that
Michigan.
on that on that
Jerry says
business.
Michigan is killing Michigan State. I don't know. Give us an update. Give us a
I'm not
score,
even.
guys.
I ain't even got the store up, man. I've been trying to get all my notes ready for tonight. So,
Yeah. All right. So, what do you
let's
think
see.
about this game? I mean, do
40,
you think Michigan
40,
State has a
42,
chance?
26. It's 42-26 halftime.
Okay. Well,
I
they are
mean,
killing
Michigan
that time.
State, I feel like has a chance. Yaxel has 12 points, 6 rebounds. Big piece for them, last year in the portal coming from UAB. A piece that I felt like Kentucky could have had. That would have really helped this team. And we'll talk about Kentucky a little bit. So, Mara is playing really well for them, 6 points, 3 rebounds. The transfer from UCLA, he has improved his game a lot since going and playing for Dusty May. So this is a good Michigan team. This Michigan team is playing for a lot. They're playing for a Big Ten championship. They're playing for a 1 seed. They're playing for a national championship run. This is a good Michigan team, Brad.
It is. Michigan State and Tom Izzo has had a much probably better year than I anticipated after losing Jace Richardson last year. But they have a really pretty good team here. It wouldn't surprise me if they make a run here in the second half, at least close the gap. I do think Michigan probably wins this game, especially now I've seen that the halftime score. But it wouldn't surprise me. I was probably going to pick Michigan anyway in this one, even though this is at Michigan State. But I think this Michigan team is one of 3 or 4 best teams in the country right now.
They're good.
I really do think they're one of 3 or 4 best teams. You got Arizona, Duke, Michigan State, or Michigan. Who am I missing?
Arizona.
Yeah. So I think they're one of the better teams in the country right now. All right, we're going to get to some topics. I just wanted to bring that game up because that game is currently going on. John, there is so much going on with eligibility stuff. We talked about the which I didn't even change the name in here because I had that in there wrong last week and I didn't change it. But we talked about Charles last week, Bediako last week, and I don't really want to dig into that. His hearing is February the 6th, but man, what a wild world we're living in. I mean, tonight it comes out that Amari Bailey, a former UCLA player that played 10 games for the Charlotte Hornets, is planning on litigation to try to fight to get back to play NCAA ball. Like, this is a crazy world we live in.
I'm going to tell you something that I have kind of said over and over is I truly feel bad for the next generation of high schoolers chasing their dream. The lack of proper leadership, Brad, in college athletics to me is very, very alarming.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't even know what to say.
What they could do. I mean, so these kids are doing this through the court system. I don't really understand it. I'm not a, I don't, I haven't studied the law. I don't really understand when the NCAA has a rule in place, and I don't really understand how a courtroom outside of that can just order you to do something anyway. I just don't really understand this. But I will say this. All this has to do with money is what it has to do with. Now that these kids are getting paid, they want to come back now. They want to come back and make $500,000 or $1 million or 1.5 or whatever.
I get that there's rules that are allowed to be enforced, Brad. If the NCAA, for me, doesn't take control back and block these things, like to keep these kids from playing, their sport and organization is going to die. It's going to literally run dry.
But why? I don't understand. Why is it that in a courtroom that they can like have a judge say, "Oh, well, despite the rules that this organization has, we'll let you go back and play anyway." I don't really get that.
You know
I
what
don't understand that.
You kind of know what I think would be a good situation. Well, might not be the most logical, but it would help. You had mentioned this a lot, is don't offer them any NIL money. Some program is probably going to pay him a lot of money, so it won't work. But the coaches and programs could police a lot of this by not offering any payments.
You got a kid that's went pro,
these players.
Then he's ineligible for NIL.
John Wall, to me, said it best. Once you declare, you're out. You're done. You're finished. You're in the NBA now. And then I had somebody tell me today, well, he didn't actually sign an NBA contract. It was a two-way deal. I don't care if it was a three-way deal.
I don't care what it is.
It's still a
Exhibit 10, whatever. That's still a pro deal. The two-way is a NBA pro deal. It does give you access to an NBA team.
You know what? I'm going to say this too, to add to this. This became inevitable, Brad, as soon as payment became a thing. I hate what my love for the game has become. But it's gotten to a point now to where it's not just going to be Amari Bailey. It's going to be other players that step up and say, well, you know what? I'm going to get me a lawyer. I'm going to get me a judge, and I'm going to see if I can get back into college athletics. I mean,
it's pretty simple to me, John. If you make them ineligible for NIL or revenue share, I bet you $100 they wouldn't try to come back in the college game.
My thing, I've said it. I said it when I started here. I feel bad for the high school players that are going to lose opportunities if this type of stuff continues to happen. For me, this game is broken. This is just a byproduct.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to fathom. It's hard for me to understand. I don't understand how so you're telling me, in all honesty, you're telling me I don't know. Let's just call this, I run the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Okay.
Yeah.
You're telling me that somebody who is, I don't know, let's say 25, and for whatever reason, maybe they have a disability or whatever reason it is, they could hire a lawyer and have a judge tell me that just because they're above 18 or 19 or whatever the cutoff is for the Boys and Girls Club of America, you're telling me they could just tell me that I have to, even though it's my company and my organization?
I'm going to tell you, if we're being real, Brad, you might as well take collegiate, the name, pull them out of the system and call it what it is, a minor league farm system for the NFL and the NBA, where they can just send guys back to school for more development. That's what this is turning into.
No, John. The school part of this is the reason why that the NCAA should have control. Here's the thing:
the NCAA
does not even listen to the judges and all that, because if you're not an undergrad, if you're not 22, 23 or below in an undergrad and not enrolled in school, you shouldn't be able to come back. This isn't the freaking G League. We aren't playing. We aren't playing in the damn international France league or something.
Well, the NCAA, have you not noticed that they don't want to touch this?
Like, I just don't understand. I really don't get it. This is college. Do people not understand that there is an education here? That they have to be enrolled? Like, where's Amari Bailey think he's going to go? I mean, when's the last time that kid was in school? I'm pretty sure classes have started.
You know what this
Where
reminds
the
me
hell
of?
does this kid think he's going to go?
You know what this reminds me of? I feel like this is the equivalent of kids who did amazing things in high school, then fell off, so they consistently have to go back to their old high school to feel important because they didn't get what they wanted in the NBA. That, you know, these rosters, they're not just handing you out candy to being in the starting lineup. Like, these guys are wanting to go in the NBA. Well, you know what? You might not make an NBA roster. You might be going to the G League, young man.
That's part of the deal.
That's
You
part of
leave
the
your
process.
school and give up eligibility. Guess what? Bye. See you later.
See ya.
Where are you going to, I don't understand. Where the hell does Amari Bailey think he's going to go? I don't understand.
Well, you know, here's my thing. So if you want a silver lining with all this, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to call Oscar Sheboy. I'm going to call Miles Bridges from Michigan State. I'm going to call all these guys. You know, this is how stupid it is to bring these kind of guys back and to bring them back into the college game. Like, there's things that I don't know.
mean, why?
I'm not really excited about the NCAA ever making
is
this
the 25-year-old guy, 24, 25-year-old guy that's playing against 18, 19, 20-year-olds. That's the point. This is college. These are college kids getting an education. You're telling Bediako, is that damn kid, is that man, is he taking classes? How the hell did he get back into college? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
Brad. Here's what you got. You got professional players, basketball players in the NBA. You've also got professional players playing in Europe that, you know, guys like Yelovich, Big Z, playing college basketball after they made the decision. Now, a lot of these kids are going to end up on a college team somewhere.
Why can't lawyers walk into a courtroom and be like, okay, sir, judge, Mr. Judge, Mrs. Judge, whatever I'm standing in front of, and be like, okay, this is college. They have to take so many hours. They have to be working towards a degree. They have to be an undergraduate. I mean, why the hell can't they walk in a courtroom and the judge be like, oh, I get it. I understand. They can't come back to college.
I'm with you, Wyman. I don't know why there is not more flack on Nate Oates for actually doing all this.
Oh, I think actually Nate Oates, to be quite honest with you, should be fired. And I think the NCAA should push for it, to be honest. The man works for the NCAA. He doesn't just work for the
it looks like that Bediako is going to get to play the next two games depending on the hearings.
Yeah, for sure.
You know how bad that looks? That if this gets denied, Alabama could lose those. They could lose those whole games that they've won.
Yeah, the NCAA today, they still come out, even on this Amari Bailey situation, and come out and said anybody who has signed an NBA contract, two-way or not, is not eligible.
Well, and if that's the case, Then you're going to open the floodwaters to kids that declared but didn't get drafted. Then that's going to open another box of worms.
Well, look, if they haven't signed so far, the NCAA has said that they could do that. That's how the
Trula,
Baylor kid come.
I love you, Trula. She said it's about winning. Now it's your job. It's on the line, and you'll do whatever you have to win. I don't necessarily agree with that. There has to be a moral.
You have to follow rules. I don't give two shits about what the winning is or anything else. That doesn't matter. Nate Oates is clearly 1,000% in the wrong. He is running a team that is sanctioned in the NCAA as a college. All right. They have rules. They have told him this player is ineligible. He has taken it upon himself to not listen to the rules and worry about the welfare of this young man. You know what? This young man gave up his eligibility on his own.
Well, and that's like we got with Kentucky. We'll talk about that in a minute. Like this whole Tyron Stokes deal. You know, you got kids coming to the table and wanting all this money, and Kentucky fans say, well, Pope don't want him because he ain't going to raise the price. Well, why can't we play hardball like the rest of the college basketball, like Kansas and all these? And you know, and Brad said, well, John, if a player is doing that, then it's time to move on.
In most cases, I'm not saying every time, but in most cases, yes. Because you can't just give in every time. If you do that, you're going to be at 1 million, then you're going to be at 4 million, then you're going to be at 8 million.
That's what we talked about with Sam Levitt from LSU.
Then you're going to be at 12 million, and then 2 years from now, you're going to be at 15 million. I mean, you can't do that every time on every player.
Yeah, but if it's the number one player, I think you got to at least entertain it. With what's going on with Pope and what's going on with the program right now, Kentucky needs some kind of momentum. And I think you pay the guy.
Here's my thing. This guy still has 3, 4, 5, 6 months before he has to be on campus somewhere. So let's just say tomorrow, January 31st, Mark Pope says, sure, Tyron, we'll give you $4.5 million. Do you really think this kid and his agents and everybody's just going to be like, oh, great, we'll look forward to seeing you in June? Or do you think this kid's agents and handlers and everything else is then going to go to Kansas and then going to go to whoever else he's talking to?
Vanderbilt's in the mix now.
Vanderbilt's in the mix. Do you not think he's those? It doesn't matter what he says. That's my point. If it's not the last minute when he can sign the damn contract, what good does it do to say yes?
I'm with you, Werman. We didn't want to get on a big rangent. He said we could talk all night about this. Yeah. But I felt like this was a good topic to kind of discuss. Listen, Brad, I said it to start the show. I feel for the high school kids, even football. You got the portal. You got JUCO kids now that are kind of entering the mix. High school kids are going to be forgotten about.
Oh, absolutely. Later. If you're not one of the top, if you're not one of the top kids, you might as well forget it.
Yeah. Now, if you're a 5-star kid that's probably the number 2 running back in the country, number 1, you're probably going to get looked at. Ohio State's going to be after you.
Football's a little bit different. The top 300 or whatever is probably still going to get.
Probably going to get more hits. With
but that. In basketball, if you're not in the top 25 in high school, these big programs are probably not coming after you much anymore.
That's what I said, Trula, about Sam Levitt. She said he's been building up the ante, bidding the price up. We said the same about Levitt.
It's January. Everybody's like, well, why doesn't he do this? Well, I mean, what good does it do to do it now?
Well, let me just go back
anyway.
let me just go back to our Sam Levitt situation. All Kentucky fans was a miss. He's coming. He's coming. Everybody thought he was going to be there. And then all of a sudden, he leaves. Where does he go? He goes to LSU. No, yeah, it was LSU.
Yeah.
LSU for what? 3 or 4 days, Brad. Then he went to Tennessee for what? 2 or 3 days, 4 days. Then he was supposed to go to Miami. I think he did go to Miami, didn't he? Or did he back out?
No, he did. He went to Miami.
He come back, and then there was talk that maybe with Dante Moore, him going pro, he could go to Oregon, which that ended up, Dante Moore came back to school. So then he commits to LSU. All that kid was doing was raising the price. You go to Lexington.
I mean, look what DJ Lagway did. I mean, come on now. Back and forth and back and forth.
Then he eventually
Baylor, and then it's somebody else, and there's Baylor, and then somebody else. Back with Baylor, and then Lord have mercy.
I want to bring this up while we're on this topic because you was talking about the eligibility, the tampering with
I've got that in there. We can go to that. The tampering that Ole Miss is doing. We talked about the Dabo stuff last week, so we don't have to get into that. But this week there is another guy, a wide receiver from Fresno State that Pete Golding is clearly tampering with, and there's investigation on that. There's actually an investigation with LSU right now with the College Sports Commission, by the way. And if you're a lawyer or an investigator, they are hiring. I'm hopeful that this new College Sports Commission can stand the ground a little bit more than what the NCAA is.
You got look at some of the things that have happened, Brad, during the portal. You had the whole Clemson, Ole Miss thing, Dabo calling coaches out, showing proof. He was blowing the whistle, Brad, on under the table recruiting.
Dabo had receipts.
He did. Yeah. And then you had the whole Darian Mensah thing where Duke sued the former quarterback, a last minute portal drop.
A signed deal. Now, his was not a revenue share. His was from last year. He signed a 2-year deal, and his was an NIL deal. So it was a little bit different than the Damon Williams kid from Washington.
Well, and then you had, I think, was it Mel Tucker at Michigan State where he got some trouble where they put them on probation for a bit?
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Yeah.
That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah. But man, we're going to turn the page. We're going to turn the page from this because I've got other things, and then we got a whole bunch of games to get to.
I just think the tampering needs to.
I don't understand why we don't have a system in place that can enforce this stuff. I just don't understand it. But here's my thing, and I'll leave it at this, and this is a rhetorical question. We will get to this maybe next week, but let's just say that they do, find out, prove, which there's some receipts to all this, that Ole Miss has tampered, okay? And they say, well, we're going to take $4 million out of your revenue budget. Well, what's to say that Ole Miss doesn't just take them to court? Everybody else is. I mean, when does it stop? I mean, when are we just going to follow the damn rules is what I want to know. Including Nate Oates, I'm talking to you. When are you just going to follow the damn rules? All right, John, I do have a couple of topics here about Kentucky stuff. I want to ask you, John, I know you've got other stuff that you want to talk about, but we can't go real long here because we have a bunch of games to get to. But first of all, tomorrow's game, John Calipari is 38-19 at Arkansas, and Mark Pope is 38-19 at Kentucky. They have the exact same record. And everybody's perception is that John Calipari's rolling. He's got everything going. And everybody's perception is that Mark Pope should be fired. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a year and a half in. That is a toxic, atrocious approach, to be quite honest with you, John. And my question to you, and then I'll let you go, is this. I think Pope needs to hire a GM and maybe a director of player development, something like that, player personnel, something like that, and a GM. And I think he needs to hire somebody that will help, a couple of people that will help him out and moving forward in building a roster.
I do. I think they need a GM, like you said. They need like the football where they have different people behind the scenes working their hands, and let Pope kind of just do what Steins has done, do interviews, do post-game, let him kind of rest. Listen, let's be fair, Brad. Pope is taking a beating right now. The fans are getting they're getting restless. They're calling for his head. Everybody's talking about they spent 22 men on this year's roster, making them probably one of the most expensive teams in the country. They also went after Pope, which they got $27.5 million to get Pope. And I think that contract not through 29?
I think so.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think so.
To me, there has been little to have fun about. Let's be fair though. Injuries have depleted their depth. We dislocated shoulders, feet problems.
I think somebody's had their pinky toe shut off by now. I mean, it just seems like
there's just so much happening.
It seems like every time I turn around, there's something else.
My question to you, how long can he hang on if this continues into next year?
Well, I mean, John, he has to make some changes. He has to get a GM. That's the new game. He has to do this. I don't give a crap. Somebody's got to set him down and be like, Mark, you have to do this. I mean, I don't care who it is. Somebody's got to sit him down and say, you have to do this. I actually think he needs, like Will Stein has got him an assistant GM. I think a director of player personnel, a player development, something along those lines. I think he needs two somebodies, to be honest with you, up above him that is scouting people, that is putting people on boards that and having a board of players that you think might be available or come available or that you would like to have. Money wise, what's going on money wise, you got to be talking to agents and you got to be talking to, so you know what to spend and all that kind of stuff. You really have to have a GM in today's world.
I want to say this as we move on to your little topic. I'll let you talk about the whole Coach Brooks thing. But here's where I want to go real quick so I can end the Pope thing. I want to go back to Tuesday night. Vanderbilt.
Do we have to?
I want to because I want to bring out a point.
I'm sorry. I think I said that out loud.
This is very troubling. For me, Brad, it's not the way they play on the court. It's about the energy this team plays with to start games. How they come out, in big games, they look out of sorts, confusion, no accountability. We don't know what the problem is, and we probably not going to know.
I want to know, are we playing on a smaller rim? Are we playing with a bigger ball than the other team? I don't is the diameter of our basketball bigger than 29 and a half? Because I don't understand how these guys are so inefficient shooting the
Here's another
basketball.
thing that I wanted to bring up. Me and you talked about this all summer. All summer. You did not like how this team was constructed. From Lowe to Aberdeen. Now, to be fair, I liked the whole JQ thing. I felt like he deserved a second opportunity at Kentucky with the whole Cal angle. Him not going the first time, him kind of going to Arizona State, and then they went. Then he come back and he come back. But to be fair, that's not worked out. Then you had I'm trying to think who else. Who else was in that group? Cam Williams was a good piece, I felt like. But beyond that, there was just a lot of these pieces just did not fit. And here's my question. Everybody's saying, well, what do you think is going to happen? What can this season be fixed? Maybe. I'm a realist, Brad. I believe this is too much on Pope. The pressure, the whole team not being disorganized together.
The man has to have a GM right there.
Now, I'm going to bring this up and we move on to Brooks, Brad. I do expect him to kind of go back to what he knows and get players who fit his system next year. You know, he has to. And I'm going to say this, and I don't know if Mark Pope is listening to me right now. I hope he is, and I'm not saying anything disrespectful. I want him to know this. Get you 2 legit stud point guards.
And shooters.
Get you 2 stud. Let me repeat that, Brad. Get you 2 stud point guards. And you want to know why I say that? Because look what's happening this year. Lowe went down.
Either that
Cam Williams went down.
or know that you're going to count on a guy by the name of Jasper Johnson to be one of them.
To be fair, on Jasper's part, he is a freshman, Brad. And it's hard to throw a freshman into that kind of environment. And don't get me wrong, Jasper's got a lot of talent. Jasper can shoot. When Jasper's playing his game, look at the other game. I think it was the Texas game. He played really well. I thought he played good against Ole Miss too. But when he is driving and doing his thing, Jasper can play with anybody. But for the pressure to be on a freshman to play that position, and then you have to sling Aberdeen into the mix. Let's be fair, Brad. Aberdeen is not a true point guard. He is a shooting guard and a wing. But now he's having to play the role of George of the Jungle and having to mix it up with Jasper, and you're screwed because you don't have no other point guard to kind of slide into that spot. That's why I say you need 2 point guards, stud point guards next year. If one goes down, you can sling the other one in. And I said it the other night. Why didn't we go after the kid from Oklahoma, Nigel Pack? He had some big shots against Arkansas. There was some decent shooters in that portal, and we didn't go. I wouldn't say we refused, but we didn't go after the pieces that I thought we would go after. Like, I don't understand where we was going with this roster. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just clueless.
I've said since April. I've said since April that it was not constructed right. That it was there. That Pope's offense is predicated off of shooters shooting the ball from outside. If he doesn't have that, his offense doesn't play good, and we have seen that every single night. So, Pope, you know, honestly, you have to hire a GM. You have to do something with player development, with personnel. You need help with this. Period.
I want to say this while we're on here. I want to say how great of a job Denzel Aberdeen is doing. That kid, Brad, me and you talked about the other night. He is busting his ass every single night. He's playing his guts out. Did you all know that Otega Oweh and Denzel Aberdeen were the only ones in double figures on Tuesday night?
They're the only ones that made more than one field goal the entire game. Let's end it right there, okay? For real.
Yeah, let's
I'm
end it on that note.
I'm 51,
that's what I said, Wireman.
I could do better.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Wireman. He's not a true point guard. He's a shooting guard, and he plays on a wing to be used.
All right,
as a
we got to
scorer.
move on. I've got another topic here, and we got a shit ton of games to get to if we're going to do all this. So I've got to move on from all that. I do have something to say about Kenny Brooks and the women's team. Man, I first of all, I love the women's team. I love Kenny Brooks. The past week and a half has not been fun. They have lost 3 in a row for the first time under Coach Kenny Brooks. But I have something to say, man. I hope, Kenny, that you have learned a lesson here. Last year, you had a team that you only had about 8 or 9 pieces that at the beginning of the year that probably was going to play a lot for you. You had about 8 or 9 pieces. You had 2 of those girls go down with injury last year. Jordan Obi and Dominika Perova went down with injury.
Yep.
You had a great season, but towards the end of the season, you didn't have the players to play. You didn't have no production off the bench. You had a very, very, very short rotation, and it cost you. The girls were playing 37, 38, 39 minutes a game, and it cost you in the SEC and in the NCAA tournament. Then you went out in the portal this year.
You got Gilman.
Again, you had about 10 pieces, 9, 10 pieces that was ever going to play for this team. You got the LC girl, big girl that's redshirting that is not playing. Gabby, listen, I love her. She's your daughter. She's not playing a lot of minutes for this team. Everybody knows it. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. And the deal here is, man, you don't have the production. You can't take the hits of injuries. And again, here we are, mid-SEC season. You're having to play 37, 38, 39 minutes a game. You're playing 5 or 6 girls. You've got 2 key components that you thought you were going to have for this team sitting on the bench injured. And here we are, 3 losses in after a team that went on the road and beat LSU to open SEC and has every opportunity to be a top 5, top 10 team. The only reason why they're not is because you refuse to fill up your bench and to have a productive bench. I love you. I do, man. You got a great class coming in. I will give you all the credit in the world today. All 3 players that you have signed for next year was nominated for the McDonald's All-American game.
Maddie Greenway,
Savvy Swords, and Emily McDonald. All 3 girls that you have signed, they're 2 5-star and a 4-star. All 3 girls were nominated for the McDonald's All-American game as a nominee. It hasn't the teams hasn't been announced. I just mean nominees.
Tiani Key is probably coming back soon. I would maybe.
Tiani Key, I do expect to see her. She might play Sunday. Just to be honest with you, from things I'm hearing, she might play Sunday. I sure hope she does. But I promise you,
they play Arkansas.
They play Arkansas on the road. Arkansas is not a great team. They're a 500 team. This is not a game that they can afford to lose, to be honest with you. I don't care if T plays or not. And
you lose this game, and your seeding's going to be way bad.
Kenny has come out this week and said, well, he understands that Kaylin Carroll's going to have to play more and be a piece. Okay, then, Kenny, let's do it. It's time to stop all this. Stop playing 38, 39 minutes, putting Kaylin Carroll in for 35 seconds and jerking her back out and doing that 4 times a game and letting her get 2 or 3 minutes. You've got to play the girl and let her develop. She's a freshman. She was a McDonald's All-American, a top 15 talent.
The thing about it is, Brad, is she's going to make mistakes. She's going to fumble the ball. She's going
top 40 talent. She's a great shooter. Let her come in and learn and make a few mistakes. I would rather make a few mistakes with them two than to have our girls out there that are dead tired and can't make good passes and have 20 damn turnovers. I'm just being honest. Like, it's really like, I hope that you are learning some lessons along the way here. The SEC is tough as nails. These teams that look like bad teams that are, 15 and 11 or whatever, okay? They look like bad teams because they don't have great records. You go to their house and their place, they're tough.
I know where Wyman went with that.
They're tough. I haven't even looked over there because
he said if she doesn't play, she'll leave. I know where he was going with that one.
Yeah, I just have went on a little rant here because it's super, super important to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been following these girls for 3.5 years, and I'm like, I have a lot of love for these girls and for Coach Brooks and for the whole staff and this program, Cammie Moore-Williams. I can go down the list. I have a lot of love for all of them. And they are super important to me.
And the Gilvin girl, Josie Gilvin, I feel like she can learn a few things. And Carol.
She absolutely could help this team in a 4 or 5 minute spot.
Josie Gilvin was a really good player for Western.
She was.
Let's talk about it. A really good player. Kaylin Carroll, the times that she has been in, the times I do watch the girls, I haven't really watched them. I watched the LSU game, but obviously I don't watch them like you do. But the times that she's been in the game and she's hit some big shots, she's helped them put a lead out to games, and she's played really well up to that point. And when she's playing like that, you got to leave her in the game to let her grow and develop, like you said. It's all about developing these girls because you got a top class coming in next year that's going to probably replace a bunch of these girls. And you probably got Clara Stratt coming back.
You will. As long as she stays out of the portal, she'll be back. She has another year. So, and she's not eligible to go pro yet. The girls are different than the boys. So she absolutely will be in college next year. So, and I don't think she'll leave Kenny Brooks. So I'm not putting that out there because I do believe that she will be here next year.
Yeah, she's dedicated to Brooks. She's been with him since
and so was I know her family. Like I follow these people. I know their parents, some of them's grandparents. I've spent a lot of time with these girls, man, and it really does mean something to me.
You get emotional and you sometimes cry because you care about these girls.
It really does. Like, for real, they mean something to me. Like, all of them. I mean that. So, it just, like, I just want to say you cannot play these girls 38, 39 minutes a game in the SEC.
Well,
You couldn't do it last year. You couldn't do it last year when you had a girl by the name of Georgia Amore. You can't do it this year with Tony Morgan and Claire Strack. You cannot play these girls 38, 39 minutes
I love Tony
and win these tough battles on the road, physical tough battles in the SEC, not like consistently. You're not going to do that.
I think that's what's hurting them, Brad, with having Key out, because when Key is in there, they focus on her a lot. And it opens everybody else up.
I mean, she's definitely going to help. It's been a big difference, huge difference. My point is if you would plan ahead and have more pieces, you have up to 15 players spots that you can fill. I don't understand why you only have 9 or 10 players on the bench to start with that would possibly play. You're going to have to start filling the roster spots with players that are capable of coming in and playing when you need them, whether that is foul trouble, whether that is an injury, whatever that is.
We better get to our games because it's getting.
Yeah, we done been on for over 50 minutes. All right. I just had to get to it. I had to say a few things. I love you girls and I love you, Kenny. I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right. Duke is at Virginia. Duke is a 11.5-point favorite. John, I threw this one in because it seems like every year on the road in the ACC, Duke plays a stinker. And sometimes it's Virginia Tech, it seems like. And it seems like they get beat on the road one place almost every single year. And do you think this could be the game? Do you think Duke handles this like class?
Yeah, I think Duke wins this game. Boozer's playing really well. Evans, this Duke team is legit, Brad. I watched them play against Louisville the other night. You know, granted that was at home at Cameron Indoor, but the way this Duke team plays, it's not really their offense. It's the way they play defense. They get after you. They force block shots. They run up on you on the three. Like, this is a really good Duke Blue Devil team. Now, do I say that Virginia Tech might have a few shots go in early, take an early lead?
They're like 16-5 or 15-6 or something like that.
Maybe get the crowd kind of energized. But when it's all said and done, I think Duke kind of puts this game away.
And I only put this in there because it seems like every year on the road in the ACC, Duke plays just a stinker game and gets beat somewhere. All right, Texas Tech, who is number 11, I think, in the country. I don't have that on there. Is a 4.5-point favorite at UCF. John, UCF is like 16-4 or something like that. They got a good team.
They do, but I'm going to take Toppin. I love Toppin. I think he's probably one of the top players in the Big 12. They are playing at a legit high level right now, Brad.
Go Sparty.
I love this Texas Tech team. They get after you defensively. Now they've got a little bit of offense. Grant McCaslin might be the most underrated coach in college basketball.
I mean, what he's done the last few years, including at his previous stop, is pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive. Now, give me Virginia Tech. Give me Texas Tech. I like this Texas Tech team. They're playing really, really high-level basketball right now.
All right, John. We're going to move on to SMU at Louisville. SMU had a pretty decent team this year as well. They're around that same 15-6, 16-5 mark. Louisville has struggled, but they seem to play better at home. They're a 9.5-point favorite here.
I think Louisville's going to take some frustration now after losing to Duke like they did Tuesday night. Monday night. That was a tough game You know, Pat Kelsey in Louisville is going through a little stretch here where they're not really playing good basketball, Brad.
They play bad away from home, though, seems like.
And they play good at home. It's just mix and match sometimes. I look for Brown to have a big night here. I like Brown. I think Conwell plays really well.
I think he's due a bounce back. Against Duke at one time, he was like 0-8 from the field. He had a bad game, and he's a really good shooter. So
he is.
Yeah.
Give me Louisville. I like Louisville. I think they win this game.
All right. This is a big one on tomorrow. Number 13, BYU's at number 14, Kansas. Kansas is a 4.5-point favorite in Lawrence. Does BYU still won at the Phog?
I don't think so. Kansas is different at home. They just play different. You got the crowd against you. I hate to say it. You got the refs against you. I mean, it's a tough battle to come through. What I'm interested is you got probably two top picks facing off. Darren Peterson and AJ DeBonta. Now, let's be fair. Peterson's missed, 10 games this year? Now, they're saying he's expected to play tomorrow, so they are a better team with him, I think.
Oh, for sure.
They're 8-2 without him, but still, I feel like they're a better team with him. DeBonta's played well. He scored – Brad, listen to this. He scored 76 points in the last 2 games.
The kid is a star. Like,
he's a star.
There's no way that kid is not number 1 or number 2 in the pack. Him or Boozer, whoever has the number 1 pick is going to have a tough decision.
I expect this game.
Tough decision.
I expect this game to be close. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But give me Kansas at home. I will say this: Houston is really good on the glass. I think they're the number 1 offensive rebound team in KenPom. So I feel like if they're going to win this game, they got to at least get some rebounds and kind of crash.
I'm going to take the spread in BYU. I'm going to take the points and say BYU at least covers in this one.
I'm taking Kansas to win this game. I just feel like at home they're tough to beat the Phog.
All right, John, I threw this one in because this is always a fun matchup out west. St. Mary's seems like beats Gonzaga at least once every single year. They have beat them at Gonzaga a few times as well.
You know what's crazy is
the Zags are a 9.5-point favorite here, though, John.
I don't like that because right now I don't think Gonzaga is that great.
And St. Mary's is like 18-3 or something like that. 17-3, 18-3.
Now, let's be fair. It's at the Kennel. That's a tough place to play. The Bulldogs are a good team, I think, Brad. I just think this line is a little high because, listen, the Gales are 4-2 in their last 6 games against Gonzaga.
Told you they beat them a lot.
They know how to beat the Bulldogs. One thing that Randy Bennett has done, he's beat Mark Few.
Yeah.
And I feel like this game is even. I have a strong.
I'm definitely taking the Gales and 9.5 points.
I have a really strong feeling with St. Mary's here. I think this game should come down to free throw shooting towards the end. And Gonzaga is not a great free throw shooting team. I think they're ranked last at 64%. And they've not really played a lot of great competition. I mean, there's a few teams in there that's real good. St. Mary's is good. Gonzaga, Santa Clara. I'm going to give you a team that's playing really well is Pacific.
Grand Canyon is not bad.
Pacific has actually doubled their win total from a year ago. So there's some, opportunities here for, Gonzaga to play some of these tough teams.
Well, really, it doesn't matter. Every year, somehow the Gales figure out how to play the Zags tough.
Every year, Brad, it's St. Mary's and Gonzaga when it's all said and done in the conference championship. So let's just call it what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. They're always playing one another. Randy Bennett, Mark Few. There's no rivalry any better, I don't think, in college basketball.
It's a great rivalry for out west, for sure. Absolutely.
Give me the Gales. I like the Gales.
I'm taking the Gales in the 9.5. I mean, Zags might win this game at home. I just don't think they're going to cover 10 points. All right, John.
I knew it. I knew it.
Kentucky, Arkansas. Listen, I had to throw it in here. For me, John may not want to pick this game. I think Arkansas wins. I really do. I just do not think that.
I'm going to tell you something.
I don't think mentally after what was it, Tuesday night, Tuesday night. I just don't think. I think it's going to be awful tough to go in there.
I'm going to tell you something that nobody is thinking about right now. Arkansas likes to play fast, right? They like to kind of get it up and down. They don't play a lot of defense. Well, guess what? Kentucky likes to do the same thing, and they've not been able to do it.
Well, not a lot, but they should be able to tomorrow. The only problem is, John, again, can they hit more than 5 shots in the first half?
Listen, Brad, let's just be honest. They put up some ugly performances.
I mean, look, this has not been 1 or 2 games or even 5. I mean, we're setting 20 games in. Like, I'll be honest with you, John. It's like it seems like 17 of the 20 games they can't shoot over 25% in the first half.
We ranked second in field goal percentage in the SEC. Or first, I'm sorry. Arkansas. That means Arkansas is going to probably have some open shots. They're going to get some buckets. A-Cuff's going to do his thing.
I hope you're right, Jerry, but until I see it right now, I can't believe it. I mean, every game, it's the same thing.
I don't like the makeup of this team. I didn't when it came out. I didn't early in the year. You even told me during the blue-white game, you came home from it. You said that you saw some struggles.
They just didn't. They don't have it offensively. They can't hit shots. They can't.
They're 10th in offense efficiency. They're 14th in 2-point field goal percentage. They're going to have to hit shots tomorrow. Plain and simple. If they don't,
this team can't even hit layups. The other night they were like 3 of 11 from layups at one time. At one point,
and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but Darius A-Cuff might go for 40. I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I will very quickly turn this damn game off tomorrow. I promise you. Very quickly. I'm not watching. I didn't watch it last year, if you want to know the truth. Towards that.
You didn't. We actually talked during the game, and you was doing something. You was watching a movie or something.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, y'all. I promise you. I might start it tomorrow, but I bet you within 5 minutes, if they can't hit a shot. Just saying.
Good night.
That's exactly right. I ain't doing it. I ain't looking at that smug crap. I ain't doing it. I ain't listening to it either. I can promise. Alabama is at Florida. I think this game is on Sunday, John.
I believe so. Yeah. Where's the game at?
It's at Florida. There was no spread earlier, but
I don't know, Brett. Florida, to me, has kind of turned that corner. You know, they had the little mess up against Auburn, but then they come back and they whip South Carolina the other night. I absolutely embarrassed them, and I'm going to say this on behalf of South Carolina. I don't look for Lamont Paris to be there very long. He's
We had that one good year a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's on thin ice. So I'm going to take the Gators. I like them at the O-Dome. This Alabama team can hit shots when they're playing really well.
Three-headed monster inside. I hope they absolutely stuff Bediako in the basket.
The thing I don't like about this Alabama team
I'm just being honest.
is when
I hope they stuff
shots,
him in the basket. He gets hung up there. They have to stop the game and get him out.
Oh, goodness.
I do.
The thing I don't like about this Alabama game or Alabama team is when they're not making shots, they're not a great team, in which most of the time you're not. But it's how they play. They play an up and down style. You know, the Tennessee game the other night, they didn't play well. Tennessee made shots. Nate Ament was absolutely outstanding. And I told people that down the road, Nate Ament is going to be a real star in this league towards the end of the year. And he proved that Saturday night against Alabama. Alabama's not, to me, a great road team. They're better at Coleman than they are on the road.
I'm taking Florida all day.
Florida. I'm not a huge fan of Nate Oates, I'll be honest with you. I never was a fan of him when he was at Buffalo. So,
all right. This is also Sunday. Number 9, Illinois is at number 5, Nebraska. This is a big game over the weekend, man.
Yeah.
Nebraska's played really well. Illinois has played really well. It's a big one.
What about Nebraska? Brad?
I mean, they've been tremendous. I mean, absolutely. Fred Hoiberg is right now, I would say he's coach of the year.
Has to be.
I mean, yes, Dusty May at Michigan, but man, I got to give it to Nebraska, to Fred Hoiberg right now.
What do you like about this Illinois team? Because they're so smooth when it comes to playing the game of basketball.
I had to put that up. Sorry.
They are just easy to like.
Listen, the Illinois team, I mean, Brad Underwood does a great job as well. I mean, I do like this Illinois team. Could they go, into Lincoln and win here? They could.
I'm going to tell you something, Brad, about this Illinois team.
They play a fun brand of ball. I know that.
They do. They play a fun style of basketball.
Euro ball. Got a bunch of Euro players. Spread it out.
They're enticing with the ball in their hands. One of my favorite, I think, is it Wagler?
Wagler.
The player,
freshman the other night. I mean,
against Purdue.
Yeah,
I can't think of his first name.
Starts with a K, but I can't remember.
Keegan,
maybe something like that.
Wagler, yeah. He had 22 last night. They beat Washington last night. That was their 10th straight win, actually. So
this is a monster game. I'm going to take Nebraska at home, but do not be surprised if the Fighting Illini can slip up and win this one.
Yeah, I like this Illini team. I like this Nebraska team too. Nebraska is playing for a 1 seed here.
They are.
To be honest with you, let me repeat that for people watching. Nebraska is playing for a number 1 seed in this game.
They are.
Hard to believe.
All right, John, I'm going to switch it up. We ain't got but just maybe 20 minutes left here. I've got a bunch of good women's games to get to on Sunday. These games are, John, number 15 Tennessee is at number 1 UConn. This is a huge rivalry in the women's game. They both have the pedigree of winning national championships. Last year, Paige Becker went into Knoxville and kicked the living dog crap out of Tennessee on their home floor. And now you got Tennessee trying to come in and Kim Caldwell trying to come in and return the favor at UConn.
Tennessee beer to worry about the way they played the other night. That was, oh, man, they didn't look good. Mississippi State. And now they're going up against a UConn team that is absolutely loaded.
They play number one UConn tomorrow.
Let's be
Or
fair.
not tomorrow, Sunday.
Team's good. They got a good 5. You know, I love Talasia Cooper. She's really, really good. The 3 games that they've lost have been against ranked teams.
They have.
And, you know, they've done really well in the SEC.
Stop the ball.
They started out in SEC on a hot note, 6-1, 7-1, something like that. But going on the road and playing at UConn, different animal. UConn by 20. Sorry, Kim. It's the nature of the beast.
It's a big game in the women's sport. You have to put it up here whenever a ranked Tennessee team's going to UConn. It's a big game. I am going to take the Huskies here. Kentucky played them and played bad and played in Knoxville and played them to a 2-point game. Could have had a chance to beat them if they could get a shot off at the end. I don't think a team like that could go to UConn and have a chance against the Huskies. So number 24, Alabama, is at number 6, LSU. This Alabama team is a surprising team, John, but they do have some pretty good pieces.
They do. Alabama is a lot of fun to watch.
They lost a lot, so that's why it's surprising.
Christy Curry's got her team playing really
She's
well.
a hell of a coach. Let's give her that.
Jessica Timmons, Essence Cody, they lead the team in scoring. They're probably combining for 30 a night. They're really good on the boards. They got a top 10 defense that's only giving up, I think, 50-some points a game. But like I said, going to LSU, that's another animal that
it's a different animal.
It's tough. So I think Timmons will do good. I think they'll make some plays. They'll stay within the game. But LSU's playing really well right now. You
got to go against Michaela Williams and Flau'jae Johnson and Malaysia Fulwiley and
not just that. You're going against a Kim Mulkey team that has improved.
Oh, yeah.
A major reason for that has been Michaela Williams. Michaela Williams has been playing really, really well.
She's tough, man. She's tough, really tough. I don't see the Tigers losing another one at home here. I'm gonna take the Tigers at home in this one, but it is a big game in the SEC. Another Michigan State matchup here. The girls also play this weekend. Number 9 Michigan is also at number 13.
You've never heard of a girl named Olivia Olson? You better get used. She leads the team.
And the Kentucky girl that will be at Kentucky next year, Savvy Swords, her sister is at Michigan.
Yep.
And she is lights out
Michigan
tough.
State's had a really good year this year. They're 6th in the country, Brad, in scoring. Kennedy Blair is playing really well for them. She's 2nd on the team. They have 5 players, Brad, scoring 10 or more points a night. That's tough. And
LSU's got 7 players averaging 10 or more a night, by the way.
This game is at the Breslin Center. So this will be a tough game for Michigan. But I think Michigan with their guards, I think they'll hang tough in this game. But at the end of the day, I think Michigan State wins this game. I think they take the home game. I think they'll split.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to take Michigan State at home here in this one, but don't count out this Wolverine team. This girls' team is really good as well, so it could go either way. In the Big 12, number 14 Baylor is at number 24 West Virginia. Baylor has really kind of come on as of late. The last 8 or 10 games they've been playing really well.
is playing really well.
Yep.
Bugs, they had a big win early over Iowa State. They beat Duke.
Yep.
They continued that momentum from early December. This is a really good basketball team. And
Got a great
West
coach.
Virginia, I feel like, is a really good team as well. West Virginia has some really good stars on their team that I think can give them some fits.
And this is at home. So, this is going to be in Huntington.
Yes.
Playing at home is definitely going to be a bonus for the Mountaineers here. But I think I got to take the Baylor girls. I mean, they have the program. I think I'll take them on the road here to win this one. All right, this one is a big Texas matchup here. We've got a couple of big Texas matchups. So I want to get to this one first. Number 12, Texas Christian, TCU. Is at number 21, Texas Tech. Texas Tech is like 21-3 or something like that.
TCU is playing really good. Suarez, Olivia Miles, they have an elite
They got
defense.
a couple of ex-Kentucky players as well that I like to keep up with.
Mark Campbell is a
Maddie Shear is there, and so is Claire Silva. Both are Kentucky players.
Mark Campbell is a heck of a basketball coach.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. And then when you look at, Texas Tech, Christy Gurlich, she's probably got her best team she's had.
Yeah, for real. They do. And this is going to be at Texas Tech. So this is in Lubbock. I mean, that's probably going to make a difference.
Jalen Bristow, Snutta Collins, they got a really good defense. They're moving up in the rankings, Brad. This is a good Texas Tech team, and they're kind of going off the football and the men's basketball. Texas Tech's got some great things.
They got a good program going right now. They really do, all around. Yeah.
They do. I like Texas Tech at home. Texas Tech, they play really good elite defense. I think,
I'm not going to go against my TCU girls here.
This should be a fun defensive
game. Mine because, again, there are two girls that I have followed part of their careers that's playing there, Maddie Shear and Claire Silva.
This should be a fun game, I say, because both teams
Olivia Miles,
they like to get after you defensively.
Yeah.
Both of them do.
So I'm going to take TCU in this one. We get another big-time rivalry here on Sunday. Big, huge matchup here. Number 10, Oklahoma, is at number 4, Texas. This should be a fun one, John.
Aaliyah Chavez might be the best freshman in the country.
Yeah.
She's really good. Now, they've taken a dip lately. They haven't played well. Now, they did beat South Carolina the other night in overtime. They dropped a game to Kentucky earlier a couple weeks ago. They're kind of up and down.
They bounced back with a big win, Ole Miss.
Then you got Texas, I think. Vic Schaefer, man, great coach. He's
great coach.
Major reason for this team.
I think he's really tough. Even mindset, he's tough on these girls.
This is wild to me.
But sometimes I think that helps them. So
they're averaging 90 points a game.
Yep.
They can get after it, and I think a lot of it has to do with Madison Booker. Madison Booker.
Oklahoma's averaging about that much too.
Yeah, this might be a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this could be. I mean, this could be an actual 100-point game or something. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a fun one to watch.
I like Texas at home. Texas is playing really well right now. Now they did lose the game.
You got the two big girls in the middle that should be really fun. This should be a really fun matchup to watch on Sunday.
Yep.
I am going to take the Longhorns. I'm not going to go against Vic at home, to be quite honest. Vic Schaefer at home here. But this should be a really fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Also on Sunday night, we got number 8 Iowa at number 2 UCLA. This is a big matchup in the Big Ten. John,
Rice, baby.
Yeah, man, this is a big one, man. I mean, you got Kiki Rice and the Betts girls. You got her sister there now. See the freshman that's there now.
Then you look over at Iowa and you got Ava Hayden, Hannah Stokey.
Stokey, yeah.
They're playing. They're playing really well. Jan Jensen.
Now they lost one, I believe, earlier this week. I believe they lost one. A little bit surprising.
Now let's be fair. They took a step back last year. You know, their Hall of Fame coach retired. Caitlin
but
Clark
Dan Jensen's got them going like they're like 18-3 or something like that this year.
Dan Jensen has got them playing really well, I think.
And they're number 8 in the country. So I mean, yeah.
But I do like UCLA at home. I think the road factor will play a big part here. And I love Kiki Rice as a point guard. She can just do whatever she knows. She loves the game about. I just love watching her play. She just plays the game.
You gotta love the name Kiki, right? I mean, it's just a fun name, Kiki. I don't care if you talk about
basketball. Every night she just gets after it.
I don't care if you're talking about Kiki Hernandez, like from LA. I just honestly, I really kind of like the name Kiki.
You had to put the Dodgers into it, man.
Hey, anytime I think of Kiki, that name pops in my head. I'm sorry. Yeah. But anyways, Kiki Rice is a great player.
Had to bring his dumb Dodgers into all this.
I want to take the Hawkeyes in this one, to be honest with you, but I think the Bruins will find a way at home.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, John, we're going to wrap it up with this one. I don't really want to talk a whole lot about this one.
And I say that, and
Arkansas is about 11-11 or something like that, 11-10.
Arkansas, but if you cannot
they got a brand new coach there, new system, put together with a bunch of transfers and stuff. This is a game that Kentucky absolutely has to go down on the road in Fayetteville and win. So both the men and women are in Fayetteville this weekend. Just so you guys know.
I just want to say this about this game, kind of. You simply can't lose this game if you're the girls. And I say that because you lose a game like this is going to just dismantle your seeding when the selection committee comes out. So win this game, get over the hump, and get back to winning basketball, and hopefully Tiana Key will be back.
So she could play Sunday. I'm not sure. You know, this is a game that they should be able to win even without her. It would give Tiani another 3 or 4 days because they have a big game on Thursday.
Michigan is about to beat Michigan State.
Dang it, Sparty.
They're up 8 with 50-something seconds to go.
Well, I mean, they were down 16 at halftime. So
I told people when this thing started, when our show started, Michigan is playing at a level. And I'm going to tell you something. Dusty May next season, with the NIL the way it is and the way the things are moving, he might have a better team than he did this year.
He's doing great. I want to say one thing about the Kentucky girls before we end it up here. I want to see y'all quit playing so sloppy. Like the last 3 or 4 games, even a win or two that we had, I still think they have played so sloppy with passes, sloppy with catching, a lot of turnovers. I want to see you get back to what I believe is a championship level that I think you guys have. So I'm hoping that Kentucky will go down there any way you slice it, whether it's with Tiani Key or not, and win by 15, 20 points.
I hope everybody's staying warm tonight. It's awful. Chilly, breath.
It is. Speaking of chili, I might have to go eat some.
Yeah. Oh, and folks, he was not kidding when he said he'd turn the Arkansas game off tomorrow. When he said that,
I absolutely was not kidding. Not at all.
You'll see him on the other side.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I don't I don't do the smug. I'm not doing that. I'm not listening to it. I'm not doing it. And if gosh, announcer Jimmy,
It ain't Jimmy tomorrow.
if he's doing this damn game tomorrow, it's off. I'm not even turning the damn thing on.
You know who it is? You know who it is? We've never had him.
Who?
It's your favorite, Fran Fraschilla.
I like Fran. Fran might be all right, maybe.
We've never had Fran.
Well, I mean, he's neutral. Fran's pretty neutral when he calls games and
Big
stuff.
12 country, Big
Yeah.
12, whatnot.
Yeah.
It's been rare to. I don't even think he's covered a game of ours.
If that's who it is, I'll like that, man. If it's Jimmy Dykes, I'm turning that shit off real quick. I can tell you that, because all he does.
He got pretty informative Tuesday.
All he does is slop up and down somebody. That's all he does.
You're just mad because he didn't give you the credit.
Lord have mercy, it's hard to listen to. Can't do it. And if we're playing them, there's not a chance in the world I'm listening to it.
He said Wireman said you're in the back of Jimmy's jet, Brad.
Oh, I ain't nowhere near Jimmy's jet. And I've met the man. I've shook his hand. Okay. I'm not saying, look, personally, he's a great guy. Okay. I've met the man. I'm not saying anything bad about him. Okay. Not really. I just don't like listening to him slop up and down somebody. And y'all all know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to say the name. Everybody that listens to him talk and call a game knows who he can't get over. Everybody.
He has some favoritism towards certain people.
Everybody knows it. It's like if I say Dick Vitale, everybody knows what team he's going to talk about.
To be fair, Jimmy does the same with Rick Barnes as well from Tennessee.
That's because there's two teams he does that to. And if you happen to know, I'm pretty sure he has a daughter that is on the cheerleading team at the University of Tennessee.
That has a lot to do with it.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. That's why they're one of them right there.
Yeah, but you would be too.
But I will say this. He is a very nice man. He is a gentleman. He is like he is great to talk to.
If your daughter went to a program, though, you would be kind of
like he's a really nice man. He really is. I'm not saying anything bad about him as far as that.
Wireman said you can go 4 more hours, he said.
Are you paying me, Wireman?
I don't know what we'd run out of things to talk about.
Let's work out an NIL deal, Wireman. Right here. Let's put it in writing. You type it in, I'll agree. Come on, Wireman.
I do have something to say on an all serious side. During the fall, I don't know if she's watching, but Terry Bryant, the stepmom of Ty Bryant and Cisco Bryant, former UK player, we will be going on one of her shows during the fall. We're trying to work out a deal the weekend of the Youngstown State game. I don't know yet.
And maybe we can get her on our show too, or Cisco on the show.
We'll come together, and we're going to kind of just talk UK football and the effects of college sports right now, because she has a lot to say about that. Me and her kind of talked about that a while back, so can't wait to do that. There's a lot of things happening. Hopefully we can get some guests on this summer for you all. We've been trying. It's just really tough to get guests on.
Ain't no damn way, Jerry Carter. Ain't no way.
I believe Brad's ending on that note.
Ain't no way. I'm telling you, ain't enough money in this world for me to wear that color.
I wouldn't even wear the 49ers colors.
I'm telling you right now, you can write that in the book, Jerry Carter.
On your tombstone, it's going to read, "Never cheered for Tennessee."
Ain't nothing sucks like the big orange.
Have
Exactly
a good night, Brad, man. It was fun tonight.
All right, man. Y'all have fun. Listen, I try to be unbiased, but Jerry brought it up. Damn it. It wasn't my fault.
Oh, me.
All right, man. Yeah, y'all have a good one. We will see you Monday night. We will do a Wildcat Weekly on Monday night. We missed the championship game.
Hopefully, we come back to a.
Would it be nice to knock off a couple of Razorbacks?
It would. It would.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Most definitely. I've seen it happen. It's just a matter of going in and preparing and trying to win. So.
Whoa, pig shoey.
Speaking of pig suey, I remember last year
I said shoey.
I remember last year when you put on the apron and the tongs.
Oh God.
Yeah, you had a good time last year with all that.
Yeah. I'm not doing that this year. I ain't that confident.
You ain't that confident, are you?
I ain't that confident this year.
Oh goodness.
We'll be having no hog this weekend.
No, not this weekend. No.
All right, man. I'll see you guys later. We'll see you Monday. Y'all have a good one.